everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and I'm back with another crowdfunding preview. This time I'm playing the follow-up to Resist, one of my favorite games from last year, designed by my friend David Thompson, so disclaimer there, I am friends with one of the designers. But no other disclaimers besides that. Remember that we never take compensation for our crowdfunding coverage, we just want to help you make an informed decision. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. We have top 10 lists and tons of other stuff. You can also check out our separate streaming channel with even more content, listen to our weekly podcast, or join the conversation on our Discord. So like I said, Witchcraft uses the same basic system as Resist, but I'll assume that some of you haven't played or seen that game before and start from scratch. The theme here this time is not really historical. I mean, it's sort of based on like the Salem witch trials and that kind of thing, but basically the characters that you are controlling are secret witches for the forces of good in a small town in, I don't know, what is it supposed to be, like the 1600s, 1700s? And your town is being assaulted by badness, like werewolves and vampires and all kinds of stuff. And you are trying to use your magic to stop them, to save the townsfolk. But they're all misguided and think that magic is evil and think the witches are evil. So they're trying to throw you in jail. So basically you try to save the town while keeping as many of yourselves out of jail as possible. And to truly win the game, at least in the main gameplay mode, there's also a book of scenarios that changes things up. But in the main gameplay mode, you need to convince enough of the town leaders that magic is good, that witchcraft is helpful, that, vampires sucking your blood and eating your children is bad, so that you can actually keep your sisters out of jail and win the day. And the core concept of the game is that you are going on different missions each round. In this case, you're trying to stop different forces of darkness from doing bad things. Like here, you're trying to protect the livestock from some sheep eater thing over here. Or save the grain supply from demon rats and crows. Or purify the well because some kind of gnarly dude is hanging out in there. And each time you successfully complete a mission, you get to slightly change the minds of one of the town elders, moving the persuasion token one further along, or each of these missions is keyed to one of the specific town elders, and that's actually how you set up the game. You pick 3 at random, and that's going to determine what enemies you face and what missions you have, so lots of variety there. And if you choose to change their mind with it because they care more about this particular thing, I guess Putnam's involved in livestock care and such, then you get to the higher value, so we go up to 3 here. And they each start with 2 of these cards at the beginning, which show values from 1 through 6, although it's heavily weighted toward the middle values. 3 and 4 show up the most. And after any round, whether you beat a mission or succeeded, you can choose to go to trial, and you compare your current persuasion value, and if it's equal to or greater than the sum of the 2 cards, which on average are going to be about 7, then you have varying degrees of success based on how many you persuaded. Like if you get all 3, then witchcraft is totally vindicated in the town. If you get 2 out of 3, at least it's kind of okay. You get out of jail. 1 or 0 out of 3, they still don't really trust you, and you stay in jail, and demons eat your soul. I don't know. Whereas if you fail 2 missions or some other bad things happen, you lose the game. Now, the key thing you're trying to do in the game is to beat this value on missions with the witches you play, who are going to have both a hidden and a revealed value, as well as powers for both sides. And basically, to try to beat the missions, you play these witches, and when they're hidden, they go back into your discard pile, and they're going to come back around. You get to use them over and over. When you play them on the revealed side, they've gone ham, where the townsfolk can see them, and now they're like, she's a witch, and they throw her in jail, so you can't use her anymore. She's not dead, she's just not available. So in a way, this is a bit of a deck culling game instead of much of a deck builder, because you are losing your cards as the game goes along and actually potentially getting weaker. Although you can add people back, you can rescue people from jail, you'll see that kind of thing. And the missions themselves are also guarded by minions that have their own defeat value, and if you don't defeat them, bad things will happen. So it's kind of all an interplay between your witch values and powers and trying to defeat all the people. That's the basic idea. Let's jump in and see how we do. We're playing on the basic difficulty setting with the basic game. Again, there's tons of variety in here. And by the way, I've already completed a draft to build my witch deck of 12 witches plus 3 curse cards, and I drew 2 of them in my first hand. Great. Meaning that I would draw 2 witches at a time, keep one of them and get rid of the other one. And a lot of the witches have a last name. So the Kent, there are 3 of them. That's what the little 3 there means. Or Hannah Miller, there's 3 Millers. And a lot of witches from the same family will boost each other. So this time I've gone for Sullivan's is the majority of my deck. I think I got all 5. Yeah, there's one. Elsie Sullivan is one of 5. I think I got all of them in here. So I'm Sullivan'd out. But anyway, let's get to the actual play and see how things go. So the first step of each turn is to play witches. Then you choose your mission and trigger effects for picking or not picking a mission. And then you have to play the rest of your witches. So basically, you have 2 windows to play your witches, and honestly, usually you're going to play more of them in the second window, unless there's some reason to play them earlier, like they'll reveal something or what have you. So to show who I've got to start, Catherine Kent. She's got 1 strength if I play her hidden, 3 with a star if I play her revealed, because +1 power for each curse in the curse pile. There are 6 cards in the game, 3 start in the curse pile, 3 start shuffled into my deck, and like I said, I've already got 2 of them, so I have 1 more waiting in my deck. So basically that means if I revealed her right now, she would have 6 strength. Wow. But this one says, for each Kent, including Catherine, in play, I can discard 1 curse from your hand to the discard pile, and then draw a card from the deck to replace it. Ooh. So I've got 2 curses, and I don't have any other Kents, and no real prospect to get any. So let's go ahead and play her hidden for just 1 strength, but I'm going to get another card, so she's basically replacing herself. I'll discard a curse. And draw. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, well, you know what? It's okay, because that just means that I'll really be awesome in the following turns. And now to show my other cards, I've got Hannah Miller. All the Miller clan tends to interact with the conviction cards, which are those cards that are next to the jurors, the leaders of town, to determine if they will vote for or against witchcraft. So in her case, if I play her hidden, I get to just uncover one of the cards, so I know if the juror needs more or less persuasion. And then for her reveal side, I can switch a face-up conviction card on one juror with a face-up conviction card on another juror, which really is totally useless unless I've already used her hidden power. And then, yeah, this is bad luck in many ways. Elsie Sullivan, +1 power for each other Sullivan in play, which is going to be none. Or if she's revealed, +2 power for each other Sullivan in play. So, geez, yeah, if I did 1 for Catherine, if I do 1 for Hannah, that's 2, and then 2 for Elsie, that's 4. Oh my gosh. Is that really what I'm going to try to do here? Just 4 strength and keep my stuff? Because, yeah, playing Elsie for her revealed would be +2 power for each other Sullivan in play, which is nothing still. So let's look at my options for the missions. There's always 3 up at a time. And they have the value you need to spend in strength to actually defeat them, how many cards guard them, and these are all Act 1 missions. You do Act 2 and Act 3, and again, they're based on the jurors, like the leaders of town that I selected. So this one, if I beat it, I get to recruit a witch. That's from the witches that I did not draft, and it'll move their juror opinions by 2 or 1. So, okay, that's protect livestock. Purify the well is the same. It's also recruit a witch, except it has a 6 difficulty to beat instead of a 4, but 1 fewer person guarding it. Then finally, save the village grain supply. If I succeed on this one, I draw an extra card from the Coven deck during the recover phase this round. It only has 4 people guarding it. So if I go for 4 strength, literally the only one I could possibly beat is protect our livestock. But it has the most people guarding it, and a lot of them have negative effects when you don't beat them. So I think I should just count on not being able to beat the mission regardless. And the one that is least compelling to me is saving the village grain supply, just getting to draw an extra card. Having an extra witch in my deck forever, or at least until they get revealed, seems better. Okay, so I already played Catherine Kent hidden. But now in phase 2, I'm going to choose my mission. I could play more witches, but I'm not going to yet. And that means I would resolve any effects that say when you choose or don't choose this mission, which usually only comes up in Act 3. And now I'm going to reveal all of our friends guarding it. Oh my gosh. We got some big uns here. So we've got some possessed. If we successfully beat them for 2 strength, we'll get to uncover one of Lynn's conviction cards, one of the jurors, no more what we need to win. If we fail, we decrease her persuasion by 1, which is not the worst, but definitely not great. Plague Rats are 3. If we don't kill them, we lose a villager card. And this is another loss condition. There's cards with values 0 through 3 in here. And if you ever get 5 or more villagers dead at one time, you lose the game because you've just failed to protect the village too much. Okay, the Whippoorwill. You cannot overcome other challenges at a mission while it has any Whippoorwills. Okay, and these are all challenges. So literally, I cannot defeat anybody else unless I kill them. So I guess it kind of seems to be that I'm going to do Whippoorwill and Possess. But what's this crazy wolf do? If I succeed, I discard another challenge on this mission. Oh, that's pretty nice. If I fail, I lose a random hidden witch, and I gain a curse. Oh, my gosh. But yeah, the only way I could beat him would be if I had 7, because I'd have to defeat the Whippoorwill first, then defeat the wolf, and then I could throw away somebody else. Then I was going to take the death of wolfness. He's going to eat one of my hidden witches, and then I'm going to get a 4th curse. This is not good. But yeah, there's really nothing to be done, because, the best I can do would be 4 more if I revealed both of them. Only Catherine could have really, spammed some goodness. If I had played her for her crazy side, that would have been 6, 8, 10 max. But yeah, I don't have that. So yeah, I'm just playing them all hidden. So I get to discover 1 conviction card on a juror. Elsie's ability gives me nothing. I've got 4 strength, people. Not much. All right, so I get to uncover a conviction card. I'm going to get one of Lynn's automatically. So you know what? Instead of spreading it out, I'd actually love to just know exactly what Lynn needs. So for Hannah Miller's ability, I'm going to reveal... Oh, are these upside down? Darn it, hold on. All right, a 4, which is slightly higher than average, because again, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but there's more 3s and 4s. Now for my 4 strength, I'll throw a rock at the birds that are distracting me so I can actually fight somebody, and then I'll defeat the possessed to uncover one of Lynn's conviction cards, which is getting me a 3. So she is... What is going on? Okay, hold on. So I just had that one card upside down. Let's watch Mike be an idiot. Okay, so we know Lynn needs exactly a 7. In the difficulty I'm playing on, you start with 1. So 6 more, and I can definitely convince her. Who knows about Angel, I think, and Putnam? We'll see. But all right, while I was playing with birds and possessed people, the Plague Rats ate 1 villager. Okay, that's not the worst. And then this is a really bad one. The wolf is going to kill one of my random peeps that I just played. And it's Catherine Kent. Okay. Not great, since she's the one who did stuff with curses, and now I'm getting another curse. Oh well. And she's lost, not even in jail, so I think she's just dead because a wolf ate her. And then I get a 4th curse into my discard pile. That's just great. And there is no failure effect on saving the village grain supply, but this is gone as a failure, which means if I fail 1 more, I'm done. Let's not let that happen. But either way, all the challenges go away. We're going to draw a new mission and new cards. And for me, all of my hidden cards and all the curses in my hand also go to my discard pile. I'm going to draw a new 5-card hand. First, let's see the new mission. This is an Act 2 one. There's 3 Act 1, 3 Act 2, 3 Act 3. 4 difficulty. Track the predators into the woods. Yeah, things went so well with the wolves last time. So if I choose this one, I draw a villager card and place it next to this mission. Add its value to this mission's difficulty. Shuffle it into the villager's deck during the recovery phase. There's actually a 4 to 7 mission difficulty. And 5, but you'll see the Act 2 ones get you way more persuasion with the jurors. Okay, there we go. 5 cards out. And I could now choose to go to trial. I don't think I've won anybody over with my complete failure, so let's keep playing. All right, so at least, yay God, we're going to have 5 actual people. Hey, and some Sullivans that could have comboed with my friend. So we've got Phyllis Tancred, 2 or 4, no ability. And then this one just lets you uncover 1 challenge, so you can, before you pick a mission, say, ooh, who's that? And if it's really bad, go somewhere else. Jane Kent. There's another Kent, but I lost her sister. She was eaten by wolves. She has +2 power if you have no curses in your hand. Ooh, so she's a 3 this round. Let's go. And then 2 for each Kent, including Jane in play. Remove 1 curse from your hand and place it into the curse pile. That means it gets rid of forever. Man, I wish I had her sister. Liliana Sullivan. Look at all the cards in the recruit deck. Choose 1 Sullivan and place it on top of the Coven deck. Shuffle the recruit deck. So, yeah, the problem with this is I have every Sullivan. I have all 5, so that's literally a wasted ability, and she's a 0. Thanks for nothing, Liliana. Or I could reveal her, do 2, and discard 1 challenge. Okay. Amelia Stevens. Oh, so she works with familiars. These are a specific, special kind of challenge that don't hurt you at all if you don't hurt them, but join you for a permanent boost if you help them. So, yeah, she's great. She can just capture a face of familiar. Or get +2 power for each familiar in your play area. Okay. Then another Sullivan, just a 2 strength, or 3. Choose a witch from the jail pile and put it on top of the Coven deck. We don't have any jailed witches yet, but that's where they go when they get revealed, not when they get eaten by wolves. So what's our power if we just do a lot of hidden? So 2, 4, she's a 3, so 7, 9. Which makes me think maybe I go to this one. I've got 4 to defeat it and then 5 more to go around. And I could, of course, play some people revealed if I really need to. So the only one I want to play early is Phyllis Tancred. I'll play her hidden for 2 strength and I'll get to uncover 1 challenge. And since I think I'm probably going to go here, let's see what's going on with the well over here. Oh my gosh, another wolf. So this is each of the jurors also has some unique cards that get added to the enemy deck. To match with them. And this one is, it's from Putnam, the hunter guy, which makes sense. The same guy who was trying to guard the sheep from the wolves. There's a lot of thematic connection going here. He's weaker than the last wolf, but I don't want to mess with you. Get out of here. So I'm going to stop playing witches for the moment with just Phyllis and go in. All right, so we got monstrous insects. 3 powered. If I fail, I place a face down challenge on every other mission. So I'm going to make everything else tougher. I don't love that. Ooh, a familiar. Yay. Okay, an owl. So again, nothing bad happens if you don't defeat a familiar. But if I do 3 strength or use the ability on my lady, I capture her. And then it says +2 power if you have at least 1 other familiar in your play area. Oh, Al, you are not that cool yet. But man, if I can get 2 familiars and I get +2 power every turn, that's awesome. Oh yes, evil witch. 1 strength If I fail, I gain a curse, but I'm not going to fail to you, lady. Another Whippoorwill, so I can't discard other challenges, but only one strength. Oh, this is like the best ever. And Playground's only one strength. Oh, wow, I got all the weaklings this time. So yeah, I think I can like pretty much just take care of business here. What did I say I had? 2, 3, 5, 7 plus the 2. So that's 9. Minus 4 would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, darn it. I don't want to gain a curse. I don't want to lose a village card. I'm getting the owl no matter what. Yeah, let's go ahead and do, where is she? Let's go ahead and do Amelia Stevens and just capture a face-up familiar for free right now. But thank you, buddy. You're my friend. I guess, yeah, if I don't want to suffer any of those negative effects, the main one to do would be Liliana Sullivan, because again, she's like useless otherwise. She would go to jail, but then I can like get her back with Carol Sullivan later or something. I mean, she's kind of overkill, because then I'd be getting 2 and discarding any one challenge automatically, which is really more than I need, but yeah, okay. Sorry, Liliana. Do your little rooster magic and let everyone know you're a witch. And yeah, Jane's getting 3. Carol has no power. So if you put it all together, we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we discard 1 challenge, which I guess might as well be the insects. So 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, way over. But hey, at least we succeeded. So when we succeed, we recruit a witch, which means you just take the top card of the ones we didn't draft. Oh, it's another Miller, who messes with conviction cards. Adelaide, we'll see you later. You go into the discard pile. And then we also get to convince a juror. We can do Putnam by 2 or somebody else by 1. Might as well get the full effect and do Putnam. So he's now up to 3. And hey, if this is a 1 and a 2, he's good to go. That's super unlikely, but it is possible. Put the sad business. These ones go to my discard pile. Liliana goes to jail. Hard to get her back except with somebody like Carol. And I've got an owl that ain't doing nothing yet, but one day you will shine, maybe. And we got another Act 2 mission coming out. It's only 4. Destroy the insect nest. Great, I don't like those insects at all. So 5 enemies guarding, 4 strength. Place a face-down challenge in all their missions with fewer than 8 challenges if you fail. So if you don't try it at all for a while, it's not a big deal. If I save this one for later, that's fine. Okay, that's cool. Right, let's check out my hand. So I've got 4 people I haven't seen yet, plus Carol came back as I reshuffled. Okay, Charlotte, Kent. Oh, I had all the Kents. Draw 3 cards from the Coven deck. Take all curses into your hand and place any remaining cards back on top of the Coven deck in any order. Ooh, and I didn't draw any curses, so I think I have a 16-card deck. No, because I got rid of 1 person and added 1 person. So and I added 1 curse. So I have a 16-card deck. I have 5 cards. There's 11 left, 4 curses. So pretty good chance I'll get at least 1 with Charlotte's power. And she's just a 4 otherwise. Okay, Mary Perrin. She's a 1+1 power for each villager on the village's card in the Lost Soul pile. So the one villager who got killed by the rats will make Mary a 2. And with her revealed side, it's +2, so she would be a 4. But clearly she's going to be even stronger later. Another Sullivan, Liz. Draw 3 cards from the Coven deck. Ooh, place all Sullivans into your hand, any remaining cards back on top of the Coven deck in any order. Now, what's really going to make me sad is if I do these in the wrong order. I draw all the Sullivans for that one, and then I draw all the curses for that one. But yeah, so she just draws a lot of Sullivans, which is good with my deck. Oh, and actually, maybe not that good. Oh, God. Never mind. There's only 1 Sullivan left in my deck. Oh, and actually, I just realized. I guess it doesn't really hurt me either way, because they put the rest back in any order. All right. So yeah, Michelle Sullivan, discard 1 challenge. That's nice. Or 0. If 4 or more Sullivans are in play, remove 1 conviction card on a juror from the game. Wow. I've still got the other 2 Sullivans. Or no, did I lose 1? Oh, that's right. I put 1 in jail. Okay, that's fine. There's a chance I could get a 4th one. If I do, I might just go ahead and use that and bomb it while I have the chance. Okay. Anyway, I don't think there's not really anything that I need to do right now. So let's just pick a mission. And even though Wolfie's over here, I think I'm going to try to do the last Act 1 because it can recruit me a witch. Really don't want to get another curse, though, so we'll try this out. So I'm going here. I haven't played anybody yet. We've got the 4 wolf. Remember, they will eat one of my witches. Oh, I forgot. If I defeat them, I get to discard another challenge. Oh, 4 evil wits. The last one was a 1. This one's like Baba Yaga-ing it up. Another possessed. Only a 2. And if I defeat them, I get to uncover one of Putnam's cards. And then an angry mob. Oh, I cannot overcome the mission while it has angry mobs. So I could defeat people freely. It's kind of like the Whippoorwill, except it guards that. That is a lot of numbers. All right, let's try our stuff out. It's more likely I'll get curses than Sullivan, so let's try the curse one first. I'm going to play Charlotte Kent for her one side. I'm going to draw 3 cards, Get all the curses and put the rest back in any order. Ooh, that was pretty good. And there's a Sullivan on top. I know I'm going to get that with the next power. So I drew these 2 curses. Doesn't do anything right now except that I don't have to draw them later because they're already in my hand and they'll get discarded. Okay, then heck yeah, I'm going to use Liz Sullivan hidden to draw 3 cards. Keep the Sullivans and put the rest back in any order. All right, so I got 2 Millers hanging out for me next time. That's cool. Ooh, and I got Elsie Sullivan. She's going to be so strong. +1 power for each Sullivan in play. And there's a good chance this will never happen again. So hold on, let me go down my cards. Okay, so I got Liz and Charlotte, so that's 2 power. I'm going to play Michelle Sullivan for her reveal. Oh, the discard 1 challenge is so good. But I don't know if I'll ever get 4 Sullivans again. Well, let's see how good I am on everything else. Okay, so if I do Mary Perrin hidden, I have 1 dead villager. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just want to see like the lowest value. 5, 6, nothing. And then 7, 8, +1 for each other Sullivan. 9, 10, 11. Plus, I'd be discarding a challenge for free, which could be like the Evil Witch or the Wolf. But I want to discard the Wolf because if I defeat the Evil Witch for free, 11. 4 would let me defeat one of the other guys for free. So that'd be 4, 6, 12. So I'd be 1 shy with everyone hidden. And if I use the 4 or more Sullivan ability, it would be even worse. But I'm going to lose a Sullivan. Maybe I just lose 2 and get rid of Elsie as well. Because then I'd be +2 for each other Sullivan. So that'd be 2, 4, 6, 8. +0 from her. 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But no free discard. But the Wolf can get rid of the Evil Witch. So that's 4, 6, 8, 14. Ooh, okay. All right, so I'm Sullivaning it up. I'm sending, okay, I'll head over there. I'm sending Michelle and Elsie out in the open. So because I have 4 or more Sullivans in play, I can remove 1 conviction card on a juror from the game. And I could have some 5s and 6s in here, but the 4 you know, although by removing it, because I know she's a 7. Okay, whatever. I'm about to uncover one of Putnam, so let's get rid of theirs. Come on, be a high value. Ooh, it was a 5! Yeah! So, I mean, this could still be a 6, but there's a good chance they're going to be pretty easy to persuade now. Okay, and that's it for powers, because again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, because of the 1 lost soul, 13, 14. So 4, and when I discard that, I get rid of the Evil Witch 2. So I got 10 left. 2 get to uncover one of Putnam's cards. 8 left, 2, and 6 left, bam. So I uncover one of Putnam's. Oh, gosh. There's only 1 6 out of the entire deck. So I know the highest this could be was a 5. There's only 2 5s, so with the 5 discarded, there's a good chance that's a 4 or less. But that's not great. Oof. Who knows what that other card is? And because it'd be the mission, I get to recruit a witch again. It's going to be Eleanor Lily. Oh, man, it combos with other lilies. I don't think I have any other lilies. And then, yeah, I'm going to influence Angel for 2. Which again means that they might already be persuaded. Like, there's a decent chance. If I can get them 1 or 2 more, I'm 100% sure they'll be fine. All right, but I've thinned the Sullivans from the herd. Yeah, we're down to just 2 of them left. The other ones are all arrested. But at least they aren't eaten like Kent, so they can come back theoretically. I did not get another friend for my owl, hoping for another familiar to show up. And they all go to the discard pile, along with 2 curses. That's great, so there's only 2 more to be drawn. My new mission, this is the last Act 2. Retrieve the eel traps from the river. All right, 4 difficulty and only 4 guards. What? Oh, but you draw 1 fewer card from the common deck during the recover phase this round, so it's pretty easy to beat, but it makes you messed up for the next round. Well, hey, if I draw a lot of curses, that's a good one to maybe go for. Speaking of, let's see how we do. Okay, I got Jane Kent. If I have no curses in hand. Oh, Jane, you're not that good. Phyllis Tancred just hits hard and covers challenges, and then both the Millers, which unfortunately just mess around with conviction cards. Now, wait, is this one then? No, this is the one that I already saw. I can cover a juror or swap 2 juror cards. What's this one do? Move a face-down conviction card on a juror to the bottom of the conviction deck and replace it with a face-up card from the top of the conviction discard pile, which is a 5 right now. I don't want that. Or discard a face-up conviction card on a juror. Ooh, replace it with a face-down card from the top of the conviction deck. So whenever I want to reveal her, I can make that Putnam 6 into something that is not a 6, which is automatically going to be better. Okay. But yeah, strength-wise, if I don't do any revealed this time, 3, 5, 6. Which means maybe this one is the best one to go for? Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't love the idea of having 4 cards in the next turn. But I can't fail whatever mission I go to. Now, this one, It's only bad if I fail. It doesn't get me anything if I succeed. Oh, that's right. This one might be harder. I don't want to go for that one. Maybe I do the bug one. He does an extra enemy, but it's not going to mess me up for the future turn. Yeah. Oh, actually, which juror is this? Oh, there's Lynn. So she get me to 5 with her, 2 shy of enough to already persuade her. That seems like, okay. So, well, I guess I can at least... Where is he? Or she. They're all she's, of course. Phyllis. If I play Phyllis, I can uncover a challenge. Or I can just make her a 4, but I can't be going all revealed yet. Okay, I'll uncover a challenge. I think I'm going to go here. But let's briefly see something waiting over here. An angry mob for 3. Oh, and you can't overcome the mission. So it's pretty much like that's a 7 to even, like, beat it. And if I fail one mission, I lose. So no, we'll go over there. Give me some easy stuff. A wild boar. If I fail, I lose a random hidden witch. So it's like the wolf, except not as bad because it doesn't also add a curse. Oh, but evil witch gives me a curse, and these are high values too. Okay, a weak wild boar. I can easily kill that. No, another wolf. Oh, and a witch elder. No badness, and if I talk to her for 2, I recruit a witch. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at like 4. 8 would let me discard somebody else. And like, I don't know, 9. Okay. So what do we have? 2. Even if I revealed them. Oh, no. 2, 4, 6, 8. So Jane could get rid of a curse. That's good for a long-term thing. But 8? No. Yeah, it would be 8. Okay. Yeah, these don't actually like get stronger if I play them revealed. What would 8 do for me? So I need the 4, nothing's stopping me. So if I got to 8, I could defeat 4 other stuff worth of stuff. I mean, he's losing 3 witches. Man. Okay, let's see. Okay, that switches a juror card. I don't really care. This is one that I actually like might want to do. Yeah, I think I want to play her revealed because she discards a face-up conviction card on a juror and replaces it with a face-down one. Let's do that. So yeah, the 6 is gone. We don't know what it is anymore, but we know it's better. I mean, really, there's a very low chance that any of these are higher than 4 because there's a single 5 left in the entire deck. Everything else is 4 or lower. And with a 4 and 3 here already, really these are like more likely to be some maybe 2s and 3s and maybe even a 1. Okay, and then, yeah, I'm going to reveal Jane as well to trash this curse. Maybe I just reveal Hannah too? Because then suddenly them eating hidden witches doesn't hurt that much because all they'll be able to eat is Phyllis. Everyone else will already be revealed and in jail. And I'll just... I can't stop yet. I gotta keep going at least a little bit longer. You can stop, and go to trial after any mission. So that would get me to the 8 I talked about. 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, does it matter if I make her a 7? So 8 or 7. Again, I gotta do that. So if I had 8, I could get rid of that wild... Oh, that's right. Maybe I don't care about losing random hidden witches. So then if I did 8, I could do that, the wolf, and the evil witch. They'd eat 2 hidden witches, but there's only 1. My deck would be decimated. But yeah, I think that's the best I can do. So they're all revealed. I'm not using that power. There are no face-up on different juries I can switch. 8 power. So 4. Defeat 1 for free. 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't get a free witch. And lose 2 random hidden witches, but I only have 1. So she's eaten. Or gored, I guess. And they're all arrested. But at least I stopped the stupid insect nest. 4 on Feather or 2 on anybody. And yeah, this gets me to 5. So 2 more would be enough for her. I might already have enough for her. So that would already be enough. If I can just like beat 1 more mission, that would already be enough to potentially get like a minor victory and at least get my people out of jail. You guys got something to say about that? Yep, our first Act 3 one. And these always like mess with you if you don't choose them. So this is Face Jenny Greenteeth in the Swamp. 8 difficulty, 4 defenders, but it's a 5-3 for who? Fish. Oh, that'd probably be overkill. I'd probably just put the 3 on somebody else. Now, if I don't choose this one, each time I don't choose this one, I have to lose a villager card. Now, luckily at the moment, I've only lost a 1. I think the highest value is a 3, so there's no way to actually lose the game if I don't pick her once. But I clearly can't, like, ignore her over and over again. All right, so 4 cards here. Here's a big one. What do I draw? So I'm getting 2 cards. I think one of these has to be a curse. All right, come on. Oh, there's 1 curse. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've only got a few people. I've got Mary Perrin, who gets stronger when villagers are dead, so like not picking Jenny Greenteeth would actually help me. What do you do, Eleanor Lily? Oh, draw 2 cards of the recruit deck. Place them on top of the common deck without looking at them. I don't even get them in my hand, Eleanor, so you're just a 0? Or draw 1 card from the coven deck for each Lily in play, including Eleanor. Choose 1 to place in your hand. Okay. And I've got both the curses, so I know that she would at least get me somebody else. And then Amelia Stevens, ooh, can get me a familiar, which would immediately make my owl in effect and give me +2. Or she could be +2 power for each familiar in my play area. All right, so I'm definitely not picking Jenny this time. So do I go for this one, which only has 3 other people, but one of them is really rough, but it's only a 4? Or do I go for this dumb thing? Track the predators into the woods. Oh, that's right. So it's going to be a random villager. It's 5 people. Okay, I don't know. But 5 people means it's more likely I'll get a familiar, whereas here it's only a 3 in 4 chance I'll get one. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna do this, and I think I trigger not chosen then chosen, so I'll lose a villager and then add 1 here. Okay, so the lost villager. I hope this is like the higher number. 0. Oh. Shuffle this card back in the villager's deck. So it means Mary Perrin is not stronger, but it doesn't mean I didn't actually lose anybody. Okay, and then the boost here is 2, so it is a 6. I kind of sort of wish that had gone the other way, as terrible as it is to lose my people that I'm guarding. All right, and yeah, here we go. Black Goat. Ooh, it's a familiar. Yes. Okay, at the start of each round, you may uncover 1 challenge. That part doesn't help at all, but if I use the girl's power to get this, I would get +2 for my owl for this round. Oh, another familiar, a frog. What's this one do? When a villager card would be lost, you may remove the frog from the game instead. I'd rather keep you around. But still, that's 2 cards I don't have to worry about. Monstrous Insects. Place a face-down challenge in all other missions. That's not the worst thing in the world, because 4 is a lot. Witch Elder, recruit a witch. That's a positive card. Oh, this is great. And a weak evil witch. Ooh, this is awesome. Okay, we can make this happen. We need 6 to beat the mission for sure. So Mary Perrin is still only a 2 if I play her normally. Amelia would get me a familiar, which would immediately give me the +2 from the owl, so that'd be 6. And then Eleanor is going to let me draw somebody else. Let's do that first. Okay, so I'm going to draw somebody else. Draw another card from my deck, and it's Charlotte Kent. Draw 3 cards from the Coven deck. Take all curses in my hand. I mean, that's useful, but it's only 1 power. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from my owl. So that would not be enough to do much. If I instead did Mary Perrin on this side, she would be a 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. Oh, +2 from the owl. That's what it is. So 9. With 9, I could beat that and still have 3 left. Which would be more than enough to defeat the evil witch. I get the familiar for free. Okay, if I beat this one, I'm going to get 4 or 2 for Putnam. So 4 would get me to 7, which, with again the cards kind of trending low, would almost 100% make him in my camp. And Angel already has a pretty good chance that she's with me. So really, I would just want to get Lynn 2 more, which could just come from doing 1 more mission. So I do think I want to do 1 more, but I think that's all I got to do. So maybe I just suck it up and play them all hidden. And then go ham in the next round. Okay, so she's got 2 power because I have 1 lost villager. Charlotte's going to let me look at the top 3 cards, get a curse. Now it just means that I'm going to shuffle them back in a second. And then Amelia lets me get a face-up familiar. I'll get the black goat because I don't really care about the frog stopping me from losing a villager. I kind of want to lose a villager. But that means the owl now is giving me +2. 4, 5, 6, 7, plus a billion curses. And literally all I'm doing is defeating them. So I'm placing a challenge at every other place. And I'm gaining another curse. Back to 4 in my deck. Lovely. And nothing else. Okay. But I beat this, so that villager gets, what is it, shuffled back in? Yes. And I'm going to do a 4 on Putnam. Hope that's enough. And I could just go to trial now. But no, I'm going to go for the trifecta. Or at least the chance of the trifecta. What's new? Okay, another Act 3. Face the werewolf at the hunter's shack. 5, 6 cards. If I don't choose it, I remove from the game all face-up familiars at missions and in your play area. The werewolf eats all the familiars. Okay, so if I don't fight here, I'm going to lose the +2 from the owl, which I was counting on. Whereas if I don't fight Jenny Greenteeth, she's going to kill a villager, but that might just boost what's-her-name if I draw her again. So I think I'm going to be fighting a werewolf for my final mission with 6 guys blocking. But yeah, I'm reshuffling for most of them, so maybe I'll get some of those familiars back. Okay, but hey, one of the few positives, all these people and all these curses go back to my discard. I draw 2 cards for sure, and then we'll see. Please God. Okay, here's the 2 I knew about. Liz Sullivan, Carol Sullivan. No! Come on! Oh, God. I should have gone to the trial. Okay, at the start of the round, I can, uncover 1 challenge. Okay, let's see. See how werewolfy boy's looking. A whippoorwill. That's fine. It's a 1. Totally cool. What's the best I can do here if I reveal them both? Choose a witch from the jail pile and place it on top of the coven deck. That's not going to help me in the moment. So I can get to 7 plus 2 from the owl, 9. So that's 5 plus like 4 to kill somebody who's going to like literally stop me from winning. That's reasonable, right? Or I could play Liz hidden to draw 3 cards from the coven deck and place all Sullivans. Let's see, who's in jail? No Sullivans are dead. 3 are in jail. So that's all the Sullivans I got, baby. All right, whatever. We're fighting the werewolf. So because Jenny's not being battled, we face, okay, another 1 villager. So if we got the other lady, she would be +2 or whatever. But yeah, we's going here. Okay, Whippoorwill was fine. Plaguerat, lose a villager card. I could lose if I draw the 3, but that's low odds, so that's not too bad. Monsters Insects, place a face-down challenge at all their missions. I don't even care. Plaguerat, lose a villager card. That's not good. Witch, Elder, Recruit a Witch. I love that. Oh, place another challenge. I love it because I don't care because I'm going to go to trial after this. Okay, so these guys are like nothings. So really all I care about, I got to kill the Whippoorwill to kill anybody else. And then defeating as many Plague Rats as I can. So like max would be 11, but I don't have that. What do I have? 7? I just have 7, right? Yeah, I have 7. Okay, choose a witch from the jail pile and place it on top of the coven deck, which would definitely be Liliana Sullivan to discard 1. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Ha 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 ha. Combo. So look, if I choose a witch from the jail pile and put it on top of the coven deck, I do that. I'll put Liliana Sullivan from the Sullivan on the jail pile, and then I'm going to play Liz Sullivan not... Oh, wait, would I rather have... No, this is definitely better. This is definitely better. So you can play Liz Sullivan, not revealed, hidden, which then will let me draw... I mean, I guess I'll look. Liliana Sullivan's on top, plus Charlotte Kent, Eleanor Lilly, go back. And yeah, now I get to use her, revealed, to discard 1 challenge, which will be the highest Plague Rat, which gives me total, whoops, wrong way, 5, 6, 8 for my owl. I think that's just enough, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Don't care about them. Yeah, 8. Woohoo! Okay, this is great. This is great. Even with only 2 cards. Oh, right. I do have to actually do this. So I have to add a face-down challenge, all their missions twice. So yeah, Jenny, I'm just calling you like Swamp Empress. I don't think anybody's ever going to mess with your power there. And yeah, the eel traps are staying in the river. Sorry, guys. But I get to do 5 for the hunter or 3 for anybody. Yeah, come on. We're going to pray for it. 1, 2, 3. So we know Lynn's good. Maybe. 2 of them means we get out of jail. 3 of them means we totally win over the entire population. I'm bringing my owl and my goat because they have trustworthy faces. And actually, yeah, let's even see who's left not in jail. So Liz Sullivan was only hidden that time. Charlotte Kent will come to convince people. Eleanor Lilly and a Kirsten Doll. Oh, look, I actually had 5 people left. Let's go. Let's do this. You are going to persuade with your powers of conviction. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Which one do I want to do first? Okay. 3, 2, or 1. Not a 4, not the 1, 5 that's left. No! Oh, crud. Okay, she's out. Lynn's in. Putnam, my boy. You got 7. A 4 is gone. All that's left is 1 more 4, 1 more 5, and then it's all 3s and 2s, baby. It's all 3s and 2s. So just don't whammy me. Okay, I'm okay with that. Just has to not be the 5. 1 card. Yes. Okay, we got it. Okay, we got 2 out of 3. We got 2 out of 3, which means we haven't totally won them over, but all of our buddies are coming out of jail, and our people who got gored by bulls or whatever they were, or eaten by wolves, they're still dead. Yeah, sorry, Phyllis and Catherine. Bye. But yes, a partial victory in Witchcraft. Woohoo! On the normal difficulty. I could have played easier. And Sullivan power was shining through that day. Thank you. Although, I guess like my big move to get rid of one of her cards was not enough. She was not convinced. Okay, but anyway, let's get to my impressions on the game. And for the beginning of this, I'm going to talk about just this game on its own, not comparing it to Resist. We'll get to that in a second. So things I love about the game, the hard choices of how to play your characters, which hidden, which revealed. I love it. Combined with the hard choices of which missions to confront, it's all about the long-term and the short-term goals. Like, do you stop the carve it's going to add a curse to your deck, or do you just give up on this first mission and try for another one later? I love the choices here. I love the combos of card play. It's fun to kind of do the draft and mix and match different powers. Just a blast playing all of this. Like, all the core gameplay, I just adore. Another thing I like is the controlled and thematic variety in the game. The fact that the familiars and the missions you go on and many of the enemies you face are directly thematically tied to specific jurors, and having those jurors changes up kind of the feel of the game. Like if I have Lynn, I know there's going to be a lot of monstrous insects. There's going to be a lot of extra people coming out. If I have Putnam, I better bring my beat stick because there are going to be some wolves trying to eat my peeps. So I like the thematic connection, but also the mechanical variety of how each of these jurors really changes up what you can expect and what you have to face. And just to show, there are 8 of them total, at least in the prototype I was sent. So lots of ways to go here. I also personally like this ending condition. Not everybody's going to. I'm also somebody who likes Galaxy Trucker. And actually, our first published game, Salvation Road, had like a somewhat similar mechanic to this, where you could decide to drive your truck down the Mad Max style Salvation Road and try to win. And you weren't 100% sure if you like had everything you needed or not. Yeah, that's going to be hit or miss for some people. But I will say that the scenario-based mode, which also has a lot of variety in how it plays, it's not like it's always the same thing, that does not use this mechanic at all. So if you hate it, if you don't like knowing whether you won or lost, you can just totally skip it and just play the scenarios and it won't hurt you. But yes, for my personal taste, as someone who likes, it's hard to replicate the tension I had flipping those cards with a mechanic that does not have a lot of randomness in there. So I think it's awesome. I think it's exciting. If you hate it, just again, play the scenario book. Now, things people might not like, the curses. It can be somebody just get some bad luck and you got to swing with it. There is mitigation, like letting you totally lose one mission, or not completing some, or letting some bad things hurt you but still getting through. There's also a lot of card luck in which cards end up being at the mission. Sometimes you get, as you saw, like lots of easy ones or weak ones. Sometimes you get really strong ones. I think that's all part of the heart and soul of the game, but if you don't like randomness, you might not enjoy that. Another thing is that as much as I like the card combos with the different families, it does feel like some cards are like maybe sometimes better than others, especially like against certain types of enemies or certain types of missions. So I feel like the draft might go somewhat similarly. I mean, draw 2, keep 1 does limit you somewhat, but like if you really love the Miller family, you can probably always get Millers if you really want to. If you really love another family, you can probably always get them if you want to. So I like the family combos, but I could see it sometimes leading to some sameness in the drafting. But if you really want to, it'd be super easy to do like some variants here, like, I don't know, draw 4 at random and then draft after that. So you got to like kind of build and work with what you got. But either way, I think the draft is fun. Not everyone's going to like it. You can also just take random witches if you want to, although you might be weaker. There's lots of ways to go with it. But yeah, pretty much a slam dunk for me, but I love the original game. So speaking of the original game, how does this compare to Resist? If you already have Resist, do you need Witchcraft? Let's talk through that. So first of all, you've got the jurors and how they're thematically tied to the enemies and the missions. Had nothing like that in Resist. I think it's awesome. I personally like this theme better, as much as I am a war game player. I like kind of this fanciful, like, I don't know, women empowerment, like witches aren't bad, like kind of theme better than like the Spanish Civil War. But they both work well, and they'll both appeal to different tastes. But again, I really like the thematic kind of tie and the variety. In Resist, you're always like playing with the same set of missions, the same set of enemies. Here you get a lot more like thematic and mechanical differences based on who you're fighting. Resist also, of course, did not have this whole juror system for winning. It was more like victory points and like varying levels of win, although since it was historically based on the Spanish Civil War, basically all of the victory levels except the very highest one was like, hey, yeah, you didn't really win because it's basically impossible, but good job. So the fact that this feels like more like real victory, like even convincing 2 of the 3 jurors actually gets all your people out of jail, it's definitely like a little bit more of an optimistic game in that way, because it doesn't have like the weight of history dragging it down. But yeah, again, people might not like this mechanic. It's not in Resist. It's not in this one either if you play with the scenarios, but that's certainly a big difference. Another difference, minor, but I enjoyed, are the familiars. There were never any like really good cards in Resist. I think you could like kill a jailer and let go of a person, kind of like the witches in here that'll join you. But yeah, the idea of like having a familiar and different ones for each set of people you're fighting against that only helps you and gives you cool bonus powers every round, I think that's great. They don't always like come into play a lot, but just the existence of them I think is a ton of fun. So if I had to own one of the 2, personally for me, I would go for Witchcraft. I like the familiars. I like this form of play personally. I like the theme a little bit better. If you already own Resist, should you go for both? I don't know. I mean, they're basically the same game. You're doing the same core stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. If you already have Resist, I mean, it's probably not going to be an expensive game since the last one wasn't that expensive. I'm sorry if this is like not what I'm supposed to say in a preview, but yeah, I don't think you would necessarily need to go for both. Again, I'd probably go for Witchcraft, but I already have Resist. So I don't know. I might buy Witchcraft and then give away my copy of Resist. That's probably the way that I would go personally. But that's totally going to go with your taste, your budget, how much you like having games that are similar in your game collection. But yes, either way, I think Witchcraft is an awesome game. I've loved playing it. I want to play it more. Again, one of the designers, David Thompson, is a good friend of mine, so I am biased in that way, but I legitimately think he's an awesome designer, like way better designer than I am. Good on you, David. And yeah, Witchcraft is another triumph, I think. Go check out the crowdfunding page and see what you think for yourself. Good gaming, everybody, and I'll see you at the next stop.